Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 2nd down, Andrews. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here in a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went to the challenge.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. from his end zone. Here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. A short one here, caught by McBride.
That's a good bounce ball play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they get to the first turnover of the game and then make it a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Andrews. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Andrews. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Which way? And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them. 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go now. 18, 18, 18, right here. Hurt, hurt.
Andrews on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Andrews throwing on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, ready?
Andrews now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw is Andrews. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Andrews. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And here's Andrews to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's the way to start the 2nd half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and that room to run. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And now bring it back within 4. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. We'll throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always tell his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 3, second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Andrews. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Andrews. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a third down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They know what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Roll, roll, roll. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one seeming going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 79 Bronco. Check, 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 check. 19 Lion.
Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. 18 Pioneer. 7
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Let's go.
They'll come up now on second down.
19 tight. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Andrews. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Bronco.
Now Andrews on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Raiders, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.